What is Determined Women of Destiny?
What is Determined Women of Destiny?
What is Determined Women of Destiny?
So what is Determined Women of Destiny?
Really, can someone tell me what is Determined Women of Destiny?
This ain't your average talk show, honey. This is where passion meets purpose, where women receive empowerment and encouragement, infused with information and inspiration, but more than anything else, motivation to live their best life. So I want you to grab a cup of coffee or a spot of tea. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
There goes a woman of God. Baby looking like man. There goes a woman of God. I'm a woman first. I'm a woman too. I'm a woman true. I'm a woman. Oh.
Hey, good people, and welcome to Determined Women of Destiny. I am your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man. This is the show where amazing women doing amazing things get to show off all that they do. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. My guest is so talented. She has taken a crocheting needle and some yarn and turned it into some of the most fabulous items ever. Now, we call it a disability, but to her, it's not. She's hard of hearing. So if you hear some gaps, it's because she's reading the closed caption. But that makes this so much more wonderful because I had to learn how to do that. So it's always fantastic to learn new things. So I want to welcome my guest. I hope I say it right, Altanya Burgess.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Yvonne. It is such a pleasure.
Listen, girl, tell me about this crocheting that you're doing. When did you learn how to crochet?
Well, for me, it started when I was about 10 years old. My mother first introduced me to the yarn and the needle.
Okay.
But, I was very active, like tomboy, so I didn't sit still too long. So I picked it back up at about 14. I did a little bit, but then I started getting into after school activities on all the sports, from softball to basketball, swimming, all of that stuff. So I didn't have time. And so then it wasn't again until maybe 2010. All right. I picked it up because I was watching YouTube. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I wonder if I can still crochet. So I picked it up and I followed the YouTube instructions from the lady making a hat.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, this is so cool. And when I finished with it, I was so shocked because it was so well done. And I didn't realize that I could actually do that still. Mm-hmm. So I went ahead and I made a scarf with it. And then that's when I just joined Facebook. And once I put it out, I was just showing people. And then I had two classmates from high school that said, how much is it? I want to buy it. I was like, whoa. I'm thinking in my head, can I make it again? I was just shocked. So I was like, okay, let me get back to you tomorrow. So I went and got some more yarn and I started to follow that video again. I was able to do it again. I went back to him. I said, okay, I'm ready, and that's how it began.
Oh my goodness. So listen, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook has changed our whole entire existence. You can learn anything you want to. And this proves it because here you are talking about, oh, I learned how to crochet when I was a kid. Let me see if I can still do it. And you did one thing and people started talking about, well, look here, I got a little money.
That's right.
Can you make me some? I got a little money.
Surprisingly.
So that's when you decided that in 2010, you're going to turn this into a business?
Well, not really. I looked at it. For me, it was just something I did on the side because I was still working. And at that time, I was at a job where I was looking to move up. So, I just kept crocheting. I kept doing it because more people began to come. Because then I would make different things and just put it out there. Again, not thinking to make it a business, just put it out there. But the orders were coming. So I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should. I thought about it, played with it, didn't really do much, still off and on, still making stuff. But it really wasn't until 2019. Okay, so now we're jumping 8 years later, 9 years later, 2019. When by that time I had married my current husband, Keith Burgess, and he was always encouraging me, well, you should do something with that. You should make it a business. You should whatever. And it's like going in one ear, really out the other, But 2019, what happened was I drive Uber as well. So I was there was a contest, so I put in for the contest with Uber, and my videos were selected for a promotional video for Uber that played on national television. It also played, that was 2019, and it played for the Super Bowl in January of 2020. So, and I got so many calls and everything, and then I got so many orders, and I was like, okay, Tanya, you know what? It's time to take this seriously, because about 2 months prior to that, I had interviewed for 2 jobs within a 3 months time span. And those 2 jobs offered me the jobs. Then they retracted it, because I did tell them I was hard of hearing, and the type of job I was doing needed the phone. That's most jobs nowadays, right? Well, they retracted the job to say they are not going to offer the job again, but they wouldn't say why. But I knew it was because of the phone. Okay. Because it's not something that can connect to their huge queue to come in, and it's just too much for them per se. But they didn't say that. But that's what I knew.
But we got to go back.
Yes.
You did a video.
Oh, yeah.
That was on national television and the Super Bowl. What was this video of?
It was in 2019, and the video is actually on our website, because it's still out there on YouTube.
Well, what type of video did you do, though? You being so modest. What was the video, girl?
It featured me crocheting, because besides this, I have a nonprofit and we feed the hungry and things like that. So it combined the 2, and it featured me crocheting, and had me crocheting on the video, and telling my story about why I drive for Uber, the flexibility, and because of that, I could start my business, I could work my business as well as work with my nonprofit. So it was absolutely awesome.
Okay, so see, I was captivated by your crocheting. And we're going to get to that a little bit later on. But I had no idea that you had a not-for-profit.
Oh, yes. I'm into so many things. It's not even funny.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, we're going to go to break. And when we come back from break, you're going to tell us all about that not-for-profit. And then we're going to discuss how you broke the internet.
Okay, no problem.
My name is Kamisha Farquharson, CEO and founder of Concrete HR Solutions, LLC, a consulting firm providing concrete solutions for all of your HR needs. Here at Concrete, our mission is to enhance our clients' opportunities for success. We ensure that the right numbers of the right people are in the right jobs at the right time with the right training, all while promoting positive employee relations and making sure that you remain compliant. We understand that human resources is the support arm of an organization. It's about driving efficient business results, driving your mission through effective people management and minimizing risk. What sets us apart is that Concrete is not only for small businesses. We provide solutions for employees and job seekers as well. It all begins with a conversation. Head on over to concretehrsolutionsllc.com today to book your first 10-minute consultation. The people within your organization are your most important investment. And here at Concrete, we are in the business of taking care of your investment.
And welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you know what I always say. Y'all can say it with me. Shame on you. All the good stuff happens in the beginning, but you know what? I love you for tuning in now, just coming to chill with me, Determined Women of Destiny. I'm Yvonne, the Motivator Man, and I have been chatting with Altanya Burgess. And, you know, the thing that captured my attention with her is that she crochets. But now she has informed me that she has a not-for-profit too. So before break, we were talking about your not-for-profit. Give me some more information about that.
Okay, I only have two of them to make it short and sweet. The first one is our ministry. It's called Sarin Ministries. And that website address is S as in Sam, O, C, M as in Mary, New York.org. And it is a ministry where we combat hunger, as we do have a program that's titled Combat Hunger, and we go to feed the less advantaged in the community. I also use that in my crochet platform to go to domestic violence shelters to teach a craft or a skill to those who, for them, because crochet, as we know, is something that is good for anxieties, for stress and things like that, for the mental. So that's why I try to go into the shelters to teach them a craft and encourage them to use that to help them fund, start a business, or if it's a hobby to make money, however they want to do that. So we've been functioning now for a good maybe 5-6 years or so. And we absolutely love what we do. And that's with my husband. And my husband's the head of all of that, and I'm right there by his side, has helped me. Our second non-for-profit, which is also, because they both are 501c3s, it's called the Deletion of Holloway Memorial Foundation. And with that nonprofit, we are domestic violence advocates. And as of right now, what we do is just bring awareness to the community about domestic violence, because it's so prevalent, at the same time subtle, and a lot of times we don't know how to handle it. So that's where we come in. And we work with various other organizations, like the National Domestic Violence Organization and things like that. And it's just two of us. So we kind of juggle everything, to try to get what we need to be able to help, because that's what we love to do, help people.
Wonderful. So, okay. Threw a lot at me, and the people that watch and listen, they know don't none put a pause in me. You put a pause in a sister. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. So your services, are they on Long Island or throughout New York or the United States, globally? Where? Everywhere you go, it goes?
It is mainly in Long Island, but we will branch out if we are called, if there's some type of partnership or something that we can do and help someone else in a partnership to get something done. Anything to help the community with it.
Okay, great. Wow, that is fascinating. And you were able to combine your love and your craft of crocheting with your not-for-profit.
Because we also we are wedding officiants too. So we have a business where we are wedding officiants. That's called We Can Marry, the letter U, the number 2.
Wait a minute, say that again. I'm sorry.
We are also wedding officiants.
So
marry as well.
So that means you'll crochet my dress.
I can do that.
And marry me.
And we can do that too.
And feed the folks at the wedding.
Absolutely.
That's too much for me right there. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. See, I tell ladies, determined women of destiny, my blooming blossoms, I tell y'all all the time, there are so many different streams that you have inside of you just flowing out that can just give you financial resources that, you don't have to punch that 9 to 5. Now, I'm not mad at you because I still do a 9 to 5, okay? But if you don't have to, why do it?
Right.
And Altanya has decided that she is using every resource and gift God has given her at this time to make it work. Oh my goodness. So, okay, here you are, you're crocheting. Everybody's asking you, they've seen the commercial. I'm quite sure you're getting offers from all over the place. Everybody who watches Super Bowl now decides that they want something crocheted. They never had anything crocheted, but all of a sudden now, can you make me a wallet?
Yes.
So you started just crocheting and sending stuff in boxes all over the place to people. And, how did this change your business? And how did it change how you looked at your business? Because really, it was just a hobby. And your friends started buying stuff. Now you've got people that you don't even know. So you have, before was your warm audience, the people that know you, love you, or just want to be nosy about you.
Yeah.
So now you have a cold audience, and people that don't even know you are saying, I love your stuff. I want your stuff. I need you.
Yes, it's absolutely awesome. It has changed my mindset completely because I'll be honest, in starting this business, you know, when I left my 9 to 5 and people would ask me, what do you do? And I'm like, I just crochet. I can't get no business like that,
Right.
but it was how I thought about it because I was always working in the corporate world, and I know that I had my sights on particular positions. And now because I did this switch, I'm looking at this yarn in the needle like it's just crochet. But once I began to research more about crochet, other than just learning how to do stitches, no, look into it some more to see the industry itself. It is extremely lucrative, but it is about how you work it. And with anything that I do, one of my mottos is in everything get understanding. Everything and all you do get understanding.
And
So
all
I
you
got
go
more.
get
That's right.
understanding.
That's right. So that's why I said, okay, let me do that. And once I did that, I was like, wow, this is absolutely up my alley. And I would take everything that I've learned in the corporate world and actually change my mindset and put it in toward a business and say, I crochet. I am a fiber artist. Okay.
From 9 to 5, you was working on somebody else's dream. But everything you learned at their dream, you took and put it to your dream, and now you are self-employed.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see? Listen, you always have to learn a lesson from where you are, what you're doing. Just watch. Just watch, because if you're in the business world, trust me, it will teach you how to run a business or how not to, because some of them ain't run right. So it'll definitely teach you how not to run a business. I like that. I took what I learned from my 9 to 5 and put it to my crocheting. And you started out saying, well, it's just crocheting. And a lot of times our gifts and our talents, we just look at, oh, it's just this, or it's just that. And not even looking at it like, well, this is just something that can feed me. This is just something can buy my next house. This is something buy that Maserati, this is something that has been given to me. The word says, your gift will make way for you and bring you in front of great men.
Yep.
And when you did that video and you were selected, it brought you in front of great people who said, yes, we appreciate what you do. And see, a lot of times we don't get appreciation because we're trying to get it from friends and family.
Yes.
And even if we do great work, we just, Altanya and Yvonne, listen, you ask my mother, what's your daughter do? I don't know. She be out there talking to people. I think she just be talking. I'm just talking. He's talking. Okay, mama. But they're familiar with us. So it's just a little something that we do, and they don't see the big picture. But when you saw the big picture, it was like click, click, light on. Okay. Instead of this train going chugga chugga, we going choo choo.
That's right.
So it is now time to get to working.
Yes.
And I tell you, your husband today was on Facebook, and it's funny, he calls you Pud. He said, look at the bags my Pud made. And she had crocheted the African market bags. And those bags are the big round bags, right there. So if you're listening, you have to go back and watch the show so you can see the bags. So it's the market. She has crocheted them in vibrant colors, and they're beautiful. Now tell us how much are those market bags?
These bags are $27.50. And they're on my website right now, and it's a limited edition. So, and that means because there's only a limited amount of yarn, that type of yarn for that bag, and how I made it. So, but they're available today. They just got put on today, and they're already selling. Okay, so today is June 7th. Yes, it is. Okay, and the show will play Sunday. Okay, I got the date for that. Awesome. So, if y'all want to buy these bags, when you see this show on Sunday, give us the website where they can go. The website is www.alt, which is ALTEECC.com.
Okay, you better go and get your bag. Because when you see me with my bag, don't ask me where I got it from. Because if you watch the show, you know. And if you would have went ahead and bought it, you wouldn't have to ask. You would have had the bag, same color probably, as I'm going to pick.
Yes.
So, you gotta let the people know. Let the people know. When I interview someone and they sell something, I try my best to buy it. If not this week, next week, we work on those pay scales 9 to 5, because I want to support, but also I just want people to see, the stuff.
Yes, I appreciate that.
So your husband's on Facebook advertising Pud's bags, and you said there's a special type of yarn you use for it.
Yes. With this type of yarn is almost like a t-shirt yarn, but it's made of cotton and nylon. So it is extremely comfortable. You know how sometimes we have bags kind of cut into our skin if it's around your area, not this bag because it's cotton and nylon. So it just sits there. You don't have to hold it. It hangs naturally on you where you don't have to be bothered with it. You might forget that you have it on. So I actually made one for myself at first so I could walk around and see how it is. Because I always test out the new items that I make to make sure they're up to par for what I'm looking for, because I strive with uniqueness and quality. It can't be halfway done. If I don't do it right, it just don't get out. So it's made of cotton and nylon. So it is absolutely perfect for the beach. It is perfect for the grocery store. If you're going to pick up some onions or apples, oranges, or so you throw it in there. Cereal, throw it in there, put it on the side, keep it moving, or just a leisure bag.
Okay, great. Now,
and washable.
Oh, and that's what we like, especially if you have kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a great thing. And the size of, you could throw a couple of Pampers in there, a bottle and some wipes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's really
I ain't got no kids, but for those that do, just remember that you can take it and then it goes across you. So you can hold a baby and you got your bag right here. So it's convenient.
Exactly. Yes.
Shameless plug to your mamas. Summertime's coming, you want to make it easier. Yes. Now, you made this item that broke Facebook. Absolutely broke it. And when we come back from break, we're going to talk about this dress. All right, you guys, listen, please come back from break because you want to know how she made this dress that is floating across the internet and driving everybody crazy. So y'all come on back. Determined Women of Destiny New Music, New Artist segment needs your help. If you're an artist looking for somewhere to showcase your music, Determined Women of Destiny is where you need to be. For more information, please email determinedwomendestiny@gmail.com. Hey, good people. You've been checking out Determined Women of Destiny, and I'm here with Altanya Burgess. I'm your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man. Please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done that. Now, Altanya made this dress. It's called the Juneteenth Queen dress. It's red, black, and green. This dress, crazy. And it didn't hurt it that the model had the body of life. Shout out to you, Charmaine, being a woman of a certain age with a body like that. Girl, stop it. But tell me about the Miss Juneteenth Queen dress.
Yes, the Juneteenth dress was derived from Charmaine, I have to say, because she called me up and she's like, she sent me a picture of a romper, actually. It was pretty much different from what I created. And she said, I like this, but I just wanted a dress instead. I said, okay. I asked her which colors. She told me 3 colors. I said, all right. I came to take her measurements and then I asked her, I said, does it have to be exactly like this? Because when she gave me the picture, here goes Altanya's mind. The vision started coming. Okay, I can see it like this. I'm looking at her beautiful dark skin, her hair. I was like, I can see her in this creation that I have here. So I asked her if I could have creative authority over this. I said, it would still be in line what's going on with this, but can I have creative authority? She said, I trust you, whatever color, out of the 3 colors, whichever would dominate. She said, whatever you want to do, I trust you do it. I said, thank you. Okay. So I began to sketch it out. And then I started just creating little by little. As I was creating the dress, other ideas began to come. Then I had to stop for a second, and because it's not like we can just pick up the thread and start creating, So I had to stop for a second. I said, okay, how is she going to put it on? If I do these couple of stitches, will it pull it to make it bigger or make it smaller? It's going to fit. There's so many things that I have to think of. But anyway, I finally got through with it. And that final dress, I have to say, I was nervous because I was so happy about it. But it's something with me when I'm making something, I'm really happy about it. But when I get to the end, now I'm worried. Oh my God, it's going to be okay. They're going to like it. Blah, blah. All the doubts begin to come. But at the same time, I know it's good, but I just still have this anxiety. So I finally dropped it off to her, and she was like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And she was at work. So, she had clients, so I couldn't just, stop. I went home, and like a week went by. I didn't hear anything, because she said she was going to put the pictures on and everything. So I was like, oh my God, does it fit? Does it, is it okay? And then she came out on that day and put the pictures out and tagged me. And she wore that dress. I was shocked.
She broke the Facebook.
Yes, she did. I'm looking at it. My mouth is just hung open. I'm like, oh my God. And I was like, you look even more gorgeous than what I had envisioned. Incredible. So with that dress, you say it broke the internet. For me, it solidified everything.
Wow.
For me as a business and where I'm going, knowing that what I'm doing is good and that the vision that I have, I can obtain it.
Absolutely. Because when I saw that picture, and she put your name up there, I immediately went to your page, asked you to be my friend. And in the message, I want to interview you on Determined Women of Destiny, because that was an amazing thing done by an amazing woman. I said, she fits my whole theme for season 5. She's a game changer. You changed the game with that, mama. Yes, you did. You changed the game. And those of you who did not see the dress, at the end of this show, there'll be a picture of it. But you can always check Altanya out at Facebook. Give them your Facebook name so they can check you out.
That's right. I'm there both as Altanya Burgess and Altie's Crochet Quarter. So either one is fine. My website, again, www.alteecc.com. You can reach me there through the contact page, because the inquiries are starting to come in, and it's just me. And I don't like to leave anyone out. I ignore no one. So I'm customer service oriented. So I'm going to get back to you. Just give me about 24 hours.
See, I'm just thinking about when it gets cold, you better get you that custom patch, you tilt to the side with your matching scarf and go on and say that you have a Altanya original. And you saw it here first. So when you see,
that's right.
She did have a commercial, but when Gail decided to interview her on CBS, y'all saw her first on Determined Women of Destiny. I got the first interview. Nah. Altanya, thank you so much for coming on the show, giving us information about your gift, about your not-for-profits. Tell us again about your not-for-profits before we get on out of here.
Yes. So my non-for-profits, again, it's Simon of Sarin Ministries, and that's www.SOC, M as in Mary, New York, the letters NY.org. And then there is Deletion of Holloway Memorial Foundation, Domestic Violence Advocacy. That's www. D as in David, F as in Frank, H as in Harry, M as in Mary, F as in Frank, They're both 501c3s.
Okay, now for that market bag for $27.50, you take Cash App, PayPal.
On the site is Square, Google, PayPal. There's various payment options on the site.
Okay, wonderful. I ain't asking for nobody. I'm asking for me.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you once again for spending some time with me. I can't wait to see what else you come up with. And to my determined women of destiny, I always leave my show with keep doing what you're doing until what you're doing gets done. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. You guys be great until the next time we're together.
Thank you for having me.
There goes a woman of God. Baby looking like woman. There goes a woman of God. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman first. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman too. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman true.